Okay, there's one more sail configuration. I haven't talked about two sails. Really good sail configuration. What you see today on a lot of these racing boats is you see a Bermuda rig. A Bermuda rig utilizes basically a rectangular sail and a triangular sail. Again, with a triangular sail, you get a really nice shape like this, deeper curve in the front, and with this you get a flatter shape. So if you combine these two together, you get something like this. This combination of sails is unbeatable. You cannot get it any better than this unless you have some kind of, wing sail, basically. But there are drawbacks to wing sails in that you can't, it's not easy to put away unless it's inflatable. And when you're not sailing the boat, what do you do with it? Fabric sails are much easier because, this one comes down and this one can roll. It can roll or furl along the leading edge. So yeah, the Bermuda rig is best, but in my case, I'm trying to design the ideal sail that's easy for one person on a small boat to operate. But yeah, if I was designing a bigger boat, I would just do the Bermuda rig because it utilizes you want a deeper curve on the front, and then you want a shallower curve in the back, and you combine these two together, and you get this symbiotic relationship where this front sail is really helping this sail, and you get this fluid going in through here that speeds up, and you don't really get that if you remove this sail. This sail by itself is a little bit too flat. So anyway, that's why the Bermuda rig. The other thing is you get really good tension. So you can with this sail you have to really pull down really hard on the back of the boom to keep the shape, which is really good because you got this triangular force. You got to force this way and you got to force this way, and they balance out really well. And you only need one mast, and one mast supports two sails. So the Bermuda rig is kind of unbeatable. That's why every racing boat that you'll see, besides windsurfers and kite surfers and Sail Rocket 2, is going to have a Bermuda rig. Okay, so there is one disadvantage that the Bermuda sloop rig has, and that is the height of the mast. A lot of times the mast can be between 1.2 and 1.6 times the height or the length of the boat. So in boats that have to travel under low bridges at high tide, that can be a disadvantage. So here's a couple other sail layouts. Here's a boat. So this is a very popular mast layout. I believe it's called a ketch. Usually this sail is bigger than the back sail. If this gets really big and this gets really small, then it becomes a yawl. And yawls are different because it has to do with how far back this back sail is, and this on a yawl this is a little bit more back, and both of these are back, and the size difference is much bigger. One thing to note about this configuration is usually the front sail has a lower aspect ratio. So if this is X, this might be like a lot smaller than X. And the reason is, again, if you have a low aspect ratio sail in the front, you'll end up with slightly deeper curvature. And if you have high aspect, it'll be slightly flatter and this creates a good airfoil. Sometimes the mast height is the same, so like here's an example of that. Here's another boat, and let's just draw two equal height masts. And in this case, there's a very popular boat that has this configuration, and these are almost identical. The only difference is the length of the front boom is a little bit longer than the back boom. And so with a sail like this, if you have a square top, then you have battens, and a lot of times you have full-length battens. And a sail like this has to drop down, and you can either have a boom or you can have a sprit boom. So you can have a sprit boom like this, but either way, these usually go down. And if you have sails like this, you don't have a square top and you don't have battens, you can actually a lot of them actually can roller furl. And what you have is this the boom connection actually allows the mast to spin. So it sits on a collar, and it's loose, and it just spins. The mast will spin around, and the sail will go this way, and it'll roll up the mast. And then this will just, a lot of times this will just be tied off with a line from the top so that it doesn't drag, fall down, basically. But yeah, so these are two very popular sail configurations. Again, usually the front boom is longer than the back boom, even though the mast height are the same. And then in this case, this sail could be 2/3, and this could be 1/3 as far as sail area. And in this configuration, they're a little bit more like 60-40. Another advantage to this design is it opens up the middle of the boat for a rowing station. And it also allows for like a cabin in the front of the boat. Some of them have cabins, like the River of Grass 15 is a very good example of a boat like this. Has a rowing station in the middle. There's a couple other two sail rigs. A very traditional one, which is basically a gaff sail like this with a front sail. This is a very popular traditional rig, mostly found in England. There aren't a lot of boats, production boats, that have this rig today. Only a very few have this, but this is very popular with boat builders. All right, and then here's a catamaran rig. This is called a biplane rig. Really fast. But it only works on a catamaran where you have big separation, a lot of distance between the two sails. Otherwise, this sail can shadow this sail. And this rig actually this was incorporated in, I believe it was Crossbow 2, which broke the world speed record. It was right before Hydroptère also broke the speed record. And then in between there, I believe there was a couple windsurfers that broke the speed record as well. Windsurfing sails are very high tech. They have a mast that is bent by the tension in the sail, They have a square top. Look like this. They have a wishbone, full-length battens, and they have a luff pocket. The luff pocket looks like this, and it creates a airfoil shape, basically. And this is the fastest rig besides a wing sail. That is for a one-sailed configuration. And so my sail, so this is what my sail design looks like. It's very similar to the windsurfing sail. It has a luff pocket. It has a batten up here. In the luff section, it has a couple shorter battens. And the difference between this and a windsurfing sail is you can reef it up to here. You can reef it up. You can't reef a windsurfing sail, but you can reef up to here, 2 reef points, and you can shrink the sail area if you need to, which is required for raid events. So you have to have 2 reef points, and that's why I designed the sail like I did, so that it has exactly 2 reef points, so they can't disqualify you when you show up with your boat.